Hello everyone. Welcome back to techystack and hope everyone is doing well and safe. Coming back to our today topics is we'll try to learn what is a variable and types of variables. Later that we'll see how it will use in the programming or it will in the coding side. We'll see that. What is a variable? Variables are used to store data that can be manipulated or used in the calculations and taking some decisions in the process within the programming hacks. So it means once you declare that variables, we can use anywhere in our process. Types of variables. We have multiple types of variables. Uh, those are string, integers, boolean, array, data table, and dictionaries. These are the most common which we are using in the UiPath. First of all, we'll try to understand what is a string. So string, it stores some values such as names, addresses, and some other descriptive informations. For example, techystack is the one name which stores in the string, and it having some address which having the northeast 37 143, so which can be stored in the double quotations. And next variable is integer. So in integer, what it will stores? It will store the numbers from 0 to 9. So it stores the numeric data 0 to 9, that is. And boolean, in boolean what it will source, it will source true or false, either only the one condition, either it might be the true or it might be false. Here we need to understand one more thing. So true is equals to 1 and false is equals to 0. And next is array. Array is a collection of values. It's having some data type such as list, numbers, or list of names. And the next is data table. Data table is used to collection data in the format of tabular. For example, you are getting the data in the spreadsheets, or we are getting the data from the SQL, or we can get the data from the websites as well. And finally is dictionary. Dictionary is a collection of keys and values. So here keys is unique and values may be the duplicates. Now we'll see how it will works on the programming side. Let's go back to UiPath Studio. Here we'll see how to declare integers and strings. In last video, you know how to declare that variables. So now I'm declaring variable string and integer. We'll see. First of all, we'll take assign activity. So in this assign activity, first of all, I will declare string control plus k with the help of control plus k. So, so this is a string. So I will make it as str underscore variable one. In this string, in this string, I will pass some data. Welcome. And similar way, we need to one more variable. In this variable, we'll pass one more data. Make it to a part. So now I want to see the output here. If you want to see output, we can go with message box, but simple clear. So make it here, pass the two variables, str variable one plus str variable two. So just run this bot, you can see the output as welcome to UiPath. We'll see how it will works. So we in string one, what we declare? Welcome. String two, what we declare? To UiPath. And finally, output is welcome to UiPath. So now we'll see how integers works. So let me take as an activities. I will declare as int variable one, pass a value here. So here we are seeing that some error. So just hover on the red color icon on the top side or maybe on here, anywhere is fine, and read that error. So it's saying that cannot convert it from integer to string. So why? Because the identity variable by default it will take it as string. So once you go to this variable panel, we can see. So by default it will take it as string. So this one, just click on it here and you can select int from the drop down. So once you selected this red color icon, it will disappear automatically. So if it is not disappeared, sometimes we need to wait for the couple of seconds, it will disappear. Don't worry about that, it will disappear. And second one, I'm creating another variable, integer variable 2. In this data also I will pass some number, and same thing we need to do for this integer 32. And I want to add these two things, variable 1 and variable 2. So I'm taking one more activity here and I will make it as int sum. After here, I will just put it here, int variable 1 plus int variable 2. So still same error, we go and change int sum to integer variable type. So let me keep message box to check the output. You can see the int sum. Let me run it, step into. Let me put here one debug point. So for debug point, once I put it here, so it will come and stop at this as an activity. So let click on this continue button. We can see the finally the output is 30. So 10 plus 20 is 30. So our output is come. Here, one thing we need to observe, we take it as plus symbol for the both. So for integer, we take it as plus, and for string also we take it as plus. So how it will works? So based on that, what we are declaring integer here, we declared. So for integers, if it is take it as plus, then it will by default it will converting as like arithmetic operations. For example, arithmetic operations plus additions, subtractions, divisions, and multiplications. When it is come to strings, so here it places act as like concatenate. So adding two data. So welcome and to UiPath. So these two different data clubbing. Now we'll see the another output like I want the output as 20 welcome to UiPath. So we'll see how it will works. Now just open this open editor. I need get 20 now. For that we need to declare some into sum with this int underscore sum plus just click on that. Okay. So here we can see the some more error. So it's cannot converted a string to double. Why? Because so we declare here int as a int sum as a integers and these str1 and str2 as a strings. For that purpose only it getting the error. Here we need to convert entire to string or it may be to the integer. This scenario we are converting entire to string. Now we'll convert into sum to the string. So what we need to do that, just follow the command. Now error got disappeared. We'll run this bot. Let me remove this debug point here. I'm removing this debug point completely. We'll see the output. So this is a first output which is getting into sum, and the second output we'll see how it will come. So it says as 30 and welcome to UiPath. So now enter what happened here, enter everything. It's converted from strings to, sorry, integers to string. So initially we declare integer. So this integer also finally we converted to string. So this is the way how we can play with the data types. In this session, we completed string and integers. Next session, we'll try to understand how a Boolean array it will work, and if you have time, we'll spend on data table and dictionaries as well. If you have any doubts, you may comment on the comment section box. We'll provide the answers.